Welcome back to the channel. We are your Colorado real estate family, Chelsea and Pete Sweeney, and today we're going to be covering one of the fastest growing cities in northern Colorado and diving into the top 3 neighborhoods.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go. If you haven't noticed, we got our studio a little bit more done. We'll figure out after the editor goes through it whether or not we're still kind of getting that echo. We're trying to fix it as much as possible. Good for you though, is today we are going to be doing a vlog style video, bringing in Elena to show you that top city. What's that top city that we're going to be talking about?
Windsor, Colorado, and we've been covering it for a minute.
Yeah.
However, a lot of you have reached out and said, okay, Chelsea, we're sold. We like this Windsor area. We want to know what are the best and the top neighborhoods in this city, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
All right, and before we dive in, what I'm going to do is we're going to go over all the real estate numbers for Windsor as a whole, because Elena is actually going to dive in and show you these numbers for each individual neighborhood, kind of specifying a little bit more, hey, if you like this neighborhood, this is what you're going to be paying in regards to that price point. So first things first, if we're looking at our overall, where you've got your attached and your detached products lumped into one sum, you're looking at a median sales price of $573,000, and these numbers are as of June of 2023. If we're looking at that, what is it up or down year over year? It is actually up 6.02%. Now let's go and break into the single family. If we're looking at the single family, you're looking at a median sales price of $575,000, and that is actually still up 6.48%. So we're still looking good on that side. What are we looking at when talking about the attached products? With the attached, you're looking at a median sales price of $315,000, and that one is actually down 3.49%.
And remember, we have talked about this before, but Windsor is a little bit more on the single family side. We don't have a lot of that attached product, which could be why it's also not driving the price up. Don't take our word for it though. We think it's really important. If we're gonna be talking about these top 3 neighborhoods, we gotta take it to the streets. And so Elena's gonna walk us around today. She's gonna show us different areas, drive by. She's gonna give us the whole tour. Elena, tell us why you like Windsor and kind of start diving into these neighborhoods.
If you've heard me talk about Windsor before, you know that this happens to be one of my favorite places in northern Colorado. I mean, it's just gorgeous. You've got parks and trails everywhere. You've got incredible golf courses and an awesome mix of both that old school charm in that downtown area to some more edgy, modern, custom things too. So you've got a wide variety of really awesome housing in and around Windsor, and it's so incredible. The other aspect I really like about it is its location is on the east side of I-25, which usually for locals means a little bit less desirable, but it's just perfectly situated right off the highway. I'm talking, it took me maybe 10 minutes off of the highway to get to where I am, which, by the way, I'll tell you where I am in just a few minutes. It's like halfway between Loveland and Fort Collins. So you've got access to head up towards Wyoming, get into Fort Collins. It's about 25 minutes from downtown to downtown. So you can get into Fort Collins in a matter of a few minutes. Also jumping on I-25 and heading down towards Longmont in Denver if you're gonna catch a Rockies game or something like that. Just the area is incredible. The homes are incredible, and it's still kind of up and coming too. So you've got a lot of really awesome new amenities that you can take advantage of. So you know us, we're your real estate experts, right? So we're constantly keeping track of the trends and what's going on, and Windsor's seeing some big numbers. And so one of the things we wanted to do was talk about the top selling neighborhoods. So I personally like to do the whole, my favorite neighborhoods, but the numbers don't lie. There's 3 hugely selling neighborhoods here in Windsor, Colorado, and we're gonna go over those today. So let's start with number 1, which is Water Valley, and that just happens to be where I'm at. Now, Water Valley is just gorgeous. Hopefully we'll show you some video here and you'll get an idea of all of the incredible water space. You've got the golf course, all of the homes around here are just stunning. It's located just south of of downtown Windsor and Lake Windsor area. And so you've got super easy access into the downtown area, but it still feels like the newer part of town with all of the incredible water features. If you haven't done so already, be sure to check out that video that Chelsea and I did of the walkthrough of the modern home in Pelican Shores. That is a really unique neighborhood because there's that super edgy modern style of a home in there, and it's pretty unique to the area and Colorado. We don't normally see too many of that modern aesthetic, especially at that extreme. In Colorado, we usually see more of the craftsman style or the modern farmhouse if you're gonna see newer homes, but that community is incredible, and that is part of Water Valley here. So be sure to check that video out. Another really cool and unique feature in Colorado is beachfront. Now, you don't normally think beachfront in Colorado, right? But Water Valley is home to a lot of water, right? So they've got these really incredible, cool little lake areas and homes built in all around them. So you'll have beachfront property in Colorado. I sounded like I was just gonna sing a George Strait song right there. Point is, if you're looking for some really incredible views and something a little bit more unique to the style of homes you're gonna see in Colorado, you can definitely find some beachfront property here in Windsor, Colorado, if you're willing to pay a little bit higher price point. So for some of the statistics and more fun, this is considered one of the top selling neighborhoods in Colorado because since January, there have been 24 homes sold in this community. That's pretty impressive, especially for a community in Windsor. So that is some big numbers right there. Additionally, your median sales price in the last 6 months is sitting at $620,000. When I saw that number, I was like, wow, is that right? And the reason I'm wondering that is because there are some really big homes in here, and that modern community is that higher price point. But the really great thing, like I mentioned earlier, is there's a whole ton of different styles of homes here. So you have townhomes and paired homes or duplexes, all the way up to these really incredible huge homes on that beachfront property. So 620 as a median sales price is definitely accurate, but you can get into single families in that lower 500 range, townhomes into the 400s, 500s here. And they've got homes for sale all the way up to just about $2 million in here as well.
Awesome. Lane's doing a great job showing these neighborhoods. Now a quick break for our sponsors. Just joking, we don't need sponsors.
Don't we wish?
But guys, if you are loving this content, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Maybe give us a thumbs up. Notification bell, that way you're notified every single time that we put out a brand new city.
And if you are looking for a licensed real estate agent here in the beautiful state of Colorado, we are your top relocation specialist and team here in Colorado. So please, here is our phone number down below. Call, text us anytime we are available, day or night.
All right, let's get back on over to Elena.
All right, guys, on to neighborhood number 2 of your top 3 selling neighborhoods in Windsor. So after Water Valley, this one is a little difficult to come on over to. Not because it's not a great neighborhood, but because it's not as flashy as Water Valley. And the third and final neighborhood I'm going to show you today is my favorite neighborhood. So this one was a little bit difficult to throw into the list, but like we promised you, we're showing you the top 3 selling neighborhoods, and this one can't be missed because, like I said earlier, the numbers don't lie. There were so many houses sold in this community in 2023. So let's get into Village East. Village East is just outside of downtown Windsor. So if you're heading through downtown Windsor on Main Street heading east, you'll get right through town. You'll see Windsor Lake on your left-hand side. And then just about maybe 5 to 8 more minutes up the road, you're gonna be able to turn left into this neighborhood. And so not very far from downtown, really easy access to all of those great things going on in downtown Windsor. So the location is excellent. And the other really awesome thing about this community is it's the mid-size homes at competitive prices. So if you're not looking to spend a lot of money and you're just trying to get into a basic craftsman style house, a newer build house, because these are all built by Journey Homes recently, this might be be your neighborhood. You have awesome access to the downtown, like I was saying, but you also have access to the new Windsor Sports Complex, which the Northern Colorado Owls play baseball there. So I am so excited to get over there and check it out. And this would be the great place to live if you wanted to have easy access to all that Windsor Sports Complex has to offer. So like I said, this community was built by Journey Homes. So you're gonna see a lot of very consistent, similar looking homes together. This is a newer built community. There is a section that was built in 2016, but most of these houses were built out and sold in the last 6 months of the year 2022 and the first 6 months of 2023. So you've got new construction homes that you can get access to at a really competitive price. They are unfortunately pretty much built out and sold out at this point. That's why there was this mad push and all of the recent sales that went on in this community. The good news is, if you're looking for this style of a community and you're okay to sacrifice a little bit of that new construction quality for a lower price, there is another Journey Home community just about a minute north of this area in Severance too. That takes you out of Windsor, which is what we're talking about today. But just to make sure that you know, there are more communities like this with this price point and the new builds that you can get access to in the same area. What are those numbers? I'm not going in order of the least to most top selling. So this happens to be the #1 top selling community in Windsor, Colorado at 72 homes. They sold 72 homes in this community since January of 2023 all the way to the end of June 2023. So in just 6 months, man, they were whipping them out. The median sales price in this area is a really comfortable $450,000. So like I said, if you're looking to get into a really nice new home and sacrificing just a smidge on that quality, you know, there's not a lot of custom options or anything, just very what we like to call cookie cutter. You know, the houses next to each other all kind of look very similar, and there's nothing really fancy going on. And with it being a newer community, you have a little bit less mature landscape and things like that. But you know, you can get into a home and watch it grow and add your own custom flair to it. So I think this is a really excellent price point. Again, that median sales price at $450,000. All right, guys, we have made it to the third and final neighborhood, top best-selling community here in Northern Colorado. It's home to Northern Colorado's only lazy river, and like I said before, it's one of my favorite places and favorite communities in Northern Colorado. This is RainDance. So like I mentioned before, top selling neighborhoods doesn't necessarily mean the best neighborhoods, but I personally believe that this is the best community in Windsor, Colorado. It's a newer community as well, being built out currently even still. You've got a lot of new builds, you've got a lot of just a couple year old homes in this community, and it's being built out by several different builders. RainDance is located just west of Water Valley. So if you were to take I-25 north and take the Crossroads exit, you're gonna head east off of I-25, probably about 5 minutes, and you'll run right into RainDance. So it's right off that main road there. You'll take a turn left into RainDance. They've got this adorable little covered bridge, Ted Sweetwater Grill right in the front, and you know, the drive to get into the community is just adorable. Okay, so what are my favorite features? Why is this my favorite community? Well, RainDance is home to probably the coolest water park area in Northern Colorado. Like I said, I think it's the only one that can boast a lazy river. It's the River Resort. The RainDance River Resort, yes, wow, say that 10 times fast. So this river resort has the lazy river, it has splash pads, it has lap pools, it has a little play pool. They have concession stands. They also invite food trucks to come out on a regular basis. It's just a really, really awesome community area to get together and just have a little bit of fun out in the sunshine in some water. It's so awesome. They've also got 15 miles of community trails. So you can find yourself walking around this community forever if you want to. And what's really awesome is people are driving around in their golf carts here too. Another really cool feature is all over the community are little surprises. You've got a cherry orchard like I'm standing in front of right now. I mean, I was just walking around. You could just pick a cherry off and eat it. How cool is that? They've also got rows of corn, and it's very agricultural based. So they're really trying to tap into that agricultural roots, that farming community, and bringing that in a modern style community. It's really, really awesome. Also, you've got Ted's Sweetwater Grill out front, which I've driven by and seen they were advertising a catch and eat it sort of situation. So you can go out on this pond that's right in front of their restaurant, catch your fish and eat it for lunch if you want. It's just, there's such really interesting and cool things going on in this community. All right, so for the numbers, how many houses have sold from January to June of 2023? We're sitting at 40. They sold 40 homes in this community, so it's super hot. The number 2 location, if we were to rank them in order, Village East would have been first with the 72. We're here in this community at 40 sold homes since the beginning of this year, and then Water Valley was sitting at 22. So a lot of movement in this area as well. Median sales in the last 6 months, we're sitting at 585,000. So that is all of your single family homes in this community sitting at a pretty decent median of 585, a little bit lower than that Water Valley area, a little bit higher than the Village East area. So that wraps up our top 3 selling neighborhoods in Windsor, Colorado. Let us know if you liked this content. I absolutely loved getting out here and checking out the communities in Windsor and just getting to know the areas a little bit better for you and taking some videos. So let us know if there's any other communities you want to know which top selling neighborhoods are in. And I think I am about ready to go gallivant around in this cherry orchard and see if I can pick a few cherries. So back to you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
All right, she just covered 3 amazing neighborhoods in Windsor. Do us a favor, comment down below and tell us which one is your favorite by looking at those drive-by and all the different facts that Elena provided us today. Comment down below, tell us what you like. Also hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and give us a thumbs up if you like this style of content where we're bringing it to the streets.
And of course, guys, if you are looking at purchasing real estate in the state of Colorado today, more specifically Windsor, Colorado, give us a call or text the phone number right below. Right below right there, we answer. It doesn't matter day or time. We have the top team to help you out with all your real estate needs here in the beautiful state of Colorado. And until next time, we love you. Bye.
Bye.